Pistachios, a crunchy, delicious, and nutritious snack loved. Worldwide, the United States, with California at its heart, is one of the leading pistachio producers, accounting for 4% of the world's total production. In 2022, the pistachio industry in California set a remarkable record with $1.8 billion in revenue, from 1.03 billion pounds of pistachios, showcasing the immense value of pistachios to American agriculture. Green agriculture technology. Discover the story of pistachios in the United States. To create lush pistachio orchards, American farmers pay special attention to soil preparation. Pistachio trees thrive best in soil rich in organic matter, with good drainage and a pH range of 6.0 to 8.0. Place the seeds in a damp cloth and store them in a dark, well-ventilated area for a few days. When the seeds begin to sprout, prepare small pots with loose, nutrient-rich, and well-draining soil. Plant the seeds into the soil with the sprout facing downward. Cover them with a thin layer of soil and water lightly to maintain moisture. After a few weeks, the sprouts will emerge from the soil, signaling the beginning of new life. Pistachio trees are often planted on raised beds to optimize drainage, preventing waterlogging that can damage the roots. The spacing between saplings is maintained at 12 to 15 feet, providing ideal growth conditions. Pistachio trees have a unique growth cycle, alternating between high and low yield seasons, requiring farmers' patience and skillful care. Their high value is due in part to the long maturation process. Young trees take 8 to 10 years to bear fruit and over 15 years to reach peak productivity. Pistachio buds begin forming in the previous summer and bloom in April. Unlike many fruit trees that rely on bees, pistachios depend on May winds for successful pollination. By June, the fruits reach full size, with their shells beginning to harden. In July, the nuts inside develop fully, ready for a promising harvest season. Each morning, workers begin harvesting pistachios when temperatures are still cool, ensuring comfort. Pistachio harvesting machines, despite their simple appearance, feature a unique operating mechanism. When harvesting, the machine shakes the trees, causing the pistachios to fall. While transitioning between trees, the machine disassembles and reassembles seamlessly. Only a few nuts fall to the ground, and workers adjust the machine to ensure precise harvesting. The assembly and operation of these machines requires skill and precision to optimize the harvesting process. As the sun rises, harmful gases from pistachios begin to emit, requiring workers to pause harvesting and switch to transporting nuts with trucks. Baskets filled with pistachios are gently loaded and unloaded, transported to nearby processing facilities. Thanks to meticulous harvesting and superior nutritional value, pistachios maintain high market prices, reflecting the effort and time invested in their growth. At the processing facility, pistachios are carefully unloaded from trailers, starting their journey to market preparation. After harvest, the nuts are sent through a dehulling machine, the first step in the processing line. Here, clusters are separated and unwanted branches, leaves, and debris are removed. The machine also performs preliminary shelling, significantly reducing impurities before the drying phase. During the drying stage, approximately 70% of the pistachio shells are removed using abrasion techniques, preparing them for further processing steps. The nuts then undergo washing, scrubbing, and shell removal using advanced equipment invented by Omit. This technology not only effectively cleans unprocessed pistachios, but also conserves significant amounts of water and energy, enhancing processing efficiency. The pistachio processing workflow is a meticulous chain of steps, from shelling to quality inspection, ensuring flavor and nutritional value. Let's explore the critical stages to understand the story behind pistachios. Drying is a crucial step in pistachio processing. Omit's automated dryers, integrated with temperature and humidity sensors, use indirect heat to balance cool and warm air. As a result, moisture content is reduced to 9%, producing pistachios of perfect quality. The pistachio processing system removes hollow nuts with knot removers that use airflow to separate substandard nuts. The nuts are then accurately graded by ultra-fine separation machines while keeping their shells intact. Finally, they are stored in silos under strictly controlled temperature and humidity, ensuring perfect quality for consumers. After selection and processing, pistachios are packed into specialized packaging, such as vacuum-sealed bags or plastic containers. Thanks to vacuum technology and moisture-resistant packaging, the nuts remain fresh, durable, and convenient for users. West Africa, a lush and vibrant tropical land where natural resources flourish and thrive. Embracing nature, the cacao tree has become a symbol of this land, with an annual production reaching 5 million tons, yielding rich and precious cacao beans. Since ancient times, cacao beans have been cherished by the indigenous people, serving as an essential element in their sacred culture. From Ghana to Côte d'Ivoire, where over 70% of the world's cacao is produced, high-quality beans with a distinctive aroma are harvested and processed, contributing to the creation of premium chocolate bars. Green agriculture technology explore the journey of West African cacao harvesting. Cacao is a captivating ingredient that no one in the world can resist. Côte d'Ivoire, the largest cacao producer in the world, contributes about 30 to 40% of the global supply, producing between 1.4 to 2 million tons annually. It is also the primary cacao source for major global brands. These brands import more cacao from Côte d'Ivoire than any other source worldwide. The cacao tree can tolerate low pH and minimal annual rainfall, and is typically grown from seeds. Farmers usually select seeds, plant them in poly bags filled with substrate, water them, and place the seedlings in nurseries to avoid direct sunlight. Cacao trees can start bearing fruit around 2.5 years of age, though typically they do so between 3 to 4 years. From pollination to a ripe, harvest-ready fruit, it takes about 6 months. Before harvesting, it's crucial to select cacao pods that are optimally ripe. If overripe, seeds may germinate on their own, and if harvested too early, yield and quality can decline. The pods transition from green to orange, signaling they are ripe. During harvesting, care must be taken to avoid damaging the flower cushions, which will protect future crops and prevent disease. Lower pods can be cut by hand, while specialized tools are used to harvest higher pods. Cacao beans should be extracted immediately after harvest and left no longer than 4 days. From extraction to fermentation, beans must be processed within 24 hours to maintain quality. After fermentation, cacao beans are sun-dried for 3 to 8 days depending on weather conditions. Under ideal conditions, the beans are carefully sorted and packed into natural fiber bags. They are then transported to collection centers before being distributed to markets and purchasing points. The cocoa beans are taken to processing centers, where they are handled and manufactured into cocoa products. The cocoa is cleaned with modern technology, ensuring optimal quality standards. Then the beans undergo heat treatment for a suitable period to develop flavor and aroma before being turned into cocoa liqueur. Additionally, the cocoa is thoroughly ground and goes through strict control processes such as ingredient mixing, molding, and casting to produce refined chocolate products. The machine operates with high efficiency, tempering 66,139 pounds in 15 minutes and producing about 198,416 pounds of chocolate per hour. The enrobing table in particular provides strong support, helping the machine coat sweets, ganache, cookies, and other candies quickly. If you're interested in the rich world of agriculture and food production technology, please subscribe to the channel, like, and leave a comment on this video. Coffee is not only a drink to start the day, but also a symbol of global connection, with Brazil at the heart of the manufacturing industry. In 2023, Brazil will achieve a coffee export value of over $10 billion, accounting for 30% of global coffee production, with more than 3 million tons per year. Minas Gerais, São Paulo, and Espírito Santo account for 70% of the area, exporting 80% of coffee. The coffee industry contributes more than $4 billion to GDP and creates millions of jobs. With a sustainable development strategy, constant innovation, and superior quality, Brazilian coffee is truly the pride of this country. Green agriculture technology, the journey of planting and harvesting millions of tons of coffee from Brazil. Did you know that to get your delicious cup of coffee in the morning, coffee beans have gone through a painstaking and inspiring journey? Watch this video to discover the whole story behind each coffee bean. The nursery is where coffee seedlings are cared for before being planted in the field. Carefully selected Arabica seeds are sown in a sand germinator for 3 months. The seedlings are then transferred to the transplanting table, where they are classified based on the vitality, health, and quality of their roots, stems, and leaves. The seedlings are then taken to the nursery, where they are managed for nutrition and undergo periodic plant quarantine every week. A sprinkler irrigation system is installed on the roof of the nursery, and the humidity of the substrate is monitored daily to ensure the best growth of the plants. The nursery is covered with shade nets to support the seedlings in the early stages of development. When the plants are ready to acclimate, the shade nets are replaced with hail nets. The seedlings will be kept in the nursery for about 4 more months before being officially planted in the field. The soil for growing Arabica coffee is usually at an altitude of 1,968.5 to 3,937 feet, well-drained pH 5.0 to 6.0, and rich in organic matter. Once the plowing process is complete, and after 4 to 5 months of care, the seedlings are mature and ready to be planted in the field. To ensure the process goes smoothly, workers will stand behind the tractor to help and check. The tractor is adjusted to dig a hole about 5.91 inches deep in the ground, ensuring that the seedlings have enough space to develop roots in the best way. This process is meticulously done to optimize the long-term growth and productivity of the coffee trees. Do you know how important it is to fertilize a newly planted coffee tree for the first time? When the coffee is 1 to 2 months old, providing fertilizer helps the tree develop a healthy new root system and leaves. Coffee is watered with a drip irrigation system, which provides water efficiently and economically. This system ensures that water is distributed evenly to each tree, supporting the best growth of the tree without causing waterlogging. Coffee branches are usually pruned for the first time about 1 to 2 years after planting, when the tree begins to develop a stable canopy. After that, pruning is done periodically every year to remove old, weak branches and maintain the shape of the tree. To protect coffee gardens from pests, it is necessary to choose specialized pesticides and mix them in the correct ratio according to the instructions on the packaging. Spray the pesticide in the early morning or cool afternoon, avoiding rain and strong winds, ensuring that the pesticide sticks evenly to the leaves without running in streams. Remember to protect the health of workers by washing immediately after contact with the pesticide and periodically checking the garden to detect pests early. Coffee flowers bloom about 2 to 3 years after planting, depending on climate conditions and tree care. The main flowering time of the Arabica coffee tree is usually in the spring, from around March to May. The flowers of the coffee tree have a distinctive jasmine-like scent and often bloom after rains in preparation for fruit formation. After the coffee flowers bloom and are pollinated, they begin to develop into coffee berries. The coffee fruit starts out small and green, then gradually grows and turns red when mature. The time to harvest coffee is usually from May to September, when the coffee fruit has turned a ripe red color. The process of harvesting coffee by hand usually takes place from May to September, when the coffee fruit has ripened. To ensure the quality of coffee beans, farmers will carefully select ripe berries and ignore unripe or overripe berries. To harvest millions of tons of coffee each year in the most efficient way, Brazilians have applied modern machinery technology on a large scale. A harvester can process between 2.47 and 12.36 acres per day, depending on productivity and orchard conditions. Using a harvester not only reduces labor costs, but also speeds up harvesting, especially in large coffee plantations. Have you ever wondered how coffee is processed from harvest to roasted coffee beans? Let's continue to explore them with me. After the harvest is complete, the coffee cherries are transported immediately to the processing plant to begin the processing. Next, the coffee cherries are classified based on ripeness and quality, selecting evenly ripe cherries and removing those that do not meet the requirements or are damaged by pests. The next process is to remove the hull to get the coffee beans, which can be done by wet or dry methods depending on the specific local conditions and production requirements. This fermentation process helps soften the mucilage, allowing for easy removal and resulting in better quality coffee beans. After the skin is removed and the mucilage is removed, the coffee beans are washed to completely remove any remaining impurities. The coffee beans are then dried to reduce the moisture content to about 10 to 12%, which helps preserve the coffee beans for a long time without spoiling. Once the coffee beans have been dried and reach the required moisture content, they are stored in a warehouse to prepare for further processing steps such as grading, roasting, and packaging before being released to the market. After the roasting process is complete, the coffee beans are cooled and ground into a powder of the appropriate fineness, depending on the desired brewing method. To ensure a highly uniform powder and preserve the characteristic flavor, the grinding process is done using an industrial grinder with sharp blades. The coffee product is then packaged in specialized packaging such as zip bags, sealed boxes, or vacuum bags, which facilitates the long-term preservation of the coffee flavor. Do you want to start your day with the wonderful taste of a cup of coffee in the morning? From the lush green coffee gardens in Brazil to the hot cup of coffee, the journey is truly amazing. The coffee trees are meticulously cared for and hand-harvested to ensure each bean is of the highest quality. This process brings a rich and attractive flavor, conquering the hearts of coffee lovers around the world. What do you think about the magic of Brazilian coffee beans? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for joining us. The United States is the world leader in walnut production, with exports expected to exceed $2 billion by 2023. California, which supplies 99% of the U.S. crop, is at the heart of the industry thanks to its temperate climate and fertile soil. Local farmers play a key role, using technology and sustainable farming to ensure superior quality. Locals have brought American walnuts to major markets such as China, Germany, Japan, and India. Thanks to efforts to improve quality, productivity, and investment in technology, American walnuts are not only a national pride, but also a top choice globally. Green agriculture technology, the journey of growing and harvesting millions of walnuts from the U.S. Why do you think the U.S. is considered the capital of the walnut production industry worldwide? Let's explore this interesting thing with me. To have healthy walnut trees, choosing the right variety is extremely necessary. 3. Choosing a good variety will help the tree grow strongly, resist pests and diseases, and produce high yields. After choosing the variety, you should soak the seeds in warm water for about 24 to 48 hours to stimulate the germination process. Seeds can be incubated in soil or sown directly into the garden to start the growing process. Walnut trees prefer loose, well-drained, nutrient-rich soil with a pH of 6 to 7. Before planting, you need to clean weeds, plow the soil, and add organic fertilizer to provide enough nutrients for the tree. The walnut planting season in the United States begins in early August, with California accounting for 99% of the nation's production and 447,000 acres, making it the center of a billion-dollar industry. For trees to grow well, plant 23 to 33 feet apart and dig holes 19.7 to 23.6 inches wide and 15.7 to 19.7 inches deep. After placing the tree in the hole, cover and lightly tamp it down to secure it, then water to keep the soil moist. Irrigation systems for walnut fields are important to ensure healthy plant growth and optimal yield. Drip irrigation is the most popular choice because it saves water, delivers water directly to the roots of the plants, and minimizes loss. Sprinkler irrigation is also used for large fields, but can waste water due to evaporation. To ensure healthy growth and high productivity, it is necessary to periodically prune, remove weak branches, dry branches, or branches with pests. This helps the tree concentrate nutrients on healthy parts, stimulate the growth of main branches, and an even canopy. Do you know what a walnut tree fungicide is and why it is important in plant care? Fungicide helps control fungal diseases that harm walnut trees, protecting trees from damage caused by mold, rust, or other fungal diseases. With modern technology, the machine can spray antifungal drugs regularly and effectively, helping to improve tree health and harvest yield. Mature walnut trees develop healthy green branches and leaves, helping the tree photosynthesize effectively and provide abundant nutrients. Dense foliage protects the tree from harsh sunlight, promotes growth, and increases fruit yield. To maintain the health of the tree, weeds need to be removed to avoid competition for nutrients and ensure good growth. With a sprayer, weed killer equipment is a great solution for effective weed management. With a tank capacity of 3.96 to 13.21 gallons and a spray pressure of 2 to 4 bars, the machine helps spray the medicine evenly, saving effort and time. Flexible nozzles and comfortable handles help you work easily on large areas. With this sprayer, you will protect walnut trees from competition for nutrients and increase productivity. Have you tried it yet? The flowering time of walnut trees is usually in spring, from March to May. Walnut flowers are monoecious, with both male and female flowers growing on the same tree but in different locations. Male flowers usually form in clusters in long racemes, while female flowers are smaller and appear singly. After flowering, walnut trees begin to form fruit in the summer and ripen in late autumn. After about 6 years of planting, walnut trees begin to bear fruit and reach harvest season, a process that lasts about 5 to 6 months. During this time, the tree will grow and flower in the spring, after which the fruit will begin to form and develop through different stages. Walnuts can be harvested by hand, especially in small gardens or when using a harvester is not feasible. This method is usually done when the fruit has fallen naturally from the tree or when it is ripe and easily falls to the ground. Harvesters collect the fruit by hand, ensuring that the fruit is not damaged and retains the best quality. However, hand harvesting is often more time-consuming and labor-intensive than using machines, but it is an effective way to inspect and select the best fruit. In large-scale walnut fields, harvesting is often done by machine to optimize productivity and reduce labor costs. Modern walnut harvesters are equipped with advanced features, including automatic collection systems and vibration technology to help the fruit fall quickly and evenly. These machines can handle large areas from 5 to 10 acres per hour, with the ability to harvest 3 to 4 times faster than the manual method. In particular, walnut harvesters are often equipped with filters and sorting systems to separate high-quality nuts from low-quality ones, ensuring that the resulting product meets standards. Some modern machines are also equipped with GPS and sensors to optimize the travel route and accuracy during the harvesting process. Using a harvester not only saves time, but also reduces labor and increases work efficiency. After harvesting, the walnuts are transferred to the holler dryer, where the outer green shell or the entire shell is removed. This process helps the walnuts become clean. Then they are thoroughly washed to remove dirt and impurities. After drying, the walnuts are sent to the processing plant, where they undergo various stages of sorting and processing. The nuts are washed again to remove any debris. After the sorting step, the walnuts are hand-inspected and graded to ensure quality before being packed into sacks. The processed walnuts that remain in their shells are often exported to international markets. The entire processing process ensures that the walnuts are of the highest quality standards, ready to serve domestic consumption and export needs. Once the walnuts are selected for deshelling, the sorting process begins with the use of an inverted B-shaped roller set. Once the shells are removed, the walnuts are graded using a shaking screen with different sized holes, which helps to sort the nuts by size. Finally, each nut is hand-inspected to ensure optimum quality before packing. From the vast walnut orchards in America, where walnut trees stretch out under the bright sunlight, to the perfect walnuts that are meticulously harvested and processed, this journey is a testament to the dedication and passion of American farmers. Have you ever tried American walnuts? What do you think about this fruit? Share your opinion with us. Over thousands of years, olive trees have thrived on Spain's arid lands. becoming symbols of enduring resilience and prosperity. In the 21st century, this nation is not only the cradle of Mediterranean culture, but also the world's largest producer of olive oil, with over 2.6 million hectares of olive groves, nearly half the global cultivated area. The endless olive fields of Andalusia, especially in the province of Jaén, where more than 60 million olive trees stand proudly, form a majestic and awe-inspiring landscape. This region not only yields the purest drops of exquisite olive oil, but also preserves millennia of history and tradition, where each olive tree shares a story of resilience, perseverance, and an unwavering love for the land. Green agriculture technology, the journey to discover Spain's exquisite olive oil. Olives originate from the Mediterranean region and have been cultivated for thousands of years. Have you ever wondered how much effort and meticulous care Spanish farmers must devote to producing that essence of pure extra virgin olive oil? The olive tree symbolizes enduring vitality thanks to its unique ecological characteristics. This species adapts well to the Mediterranean climate, where summers are hot and dry and winters are mild, but it cannot tolerate frost. It is typically planted in spring from March to May, or in autumn from September to November. Soil preparation is crucial for the sustainable growth of olive trees. The land should be tilled to ensure proper drainage, weeds removed, and enriched with organic fertilizers to increase fertility. The ideal pH range is between 5.5 and 8.5, with limestone or calcareous soils being particularly well suited. Ensuring the soil is loose and nutrient-rich will help the olive tree establish strong roots and grow vigorously. To begin, collect ripe olive seeds at the start of autumn, choosing firm green seeds rather than soft black ones, and ensure they are thoroughly washed to remove any remaining fruit pulp. Next, allow the seeds to dry completely before storing them in a cool, well-ventilated place. You will need a pot with good drainage to create an ideal environment for the young seedlings to grow. Sow the seeds in the pot, leaving enough space to prevent overcrowding. Gently cover them with soil and water lightly. Place the pot in a warm, well-lit area and be patient. After about 40 days to 3 months, the first green shoots will emerge, marking the beginning of the olive tree's journey. After 1 to 2 years, when the olive tree reaches about 1 to 2 feet in height, it can be transplanted. At this stage, the tree is mature enough, with a sturdy trunk that can withstand outdoor conditions and strong, well-established roots capable of stable growth. Dig a hole about 20 inches deep and wide enough for the root system to expand comfortably. The ideal spacing between trees is 16 to 23 feet, ensuring they have sufficient room to access sunlight, water, and nutrients. Before placing the tree in the hole, inspect and remove any damaged or bent roots. Position the seedling upright, gradually fill the hole with soil, and gently tamp it to secure the roots. Finally, water thoroughly and consistently to help the tree develop deep roots and adapt well to its new environment. The growth phase of an olive tree typically begins in its 3rd to 5th year, when it develops robust branches and foliage and starts preparing to bloom. The flowering and fruiting phase for olive trees usually begins in the 4th to 5th year, determining the yield and quality of the olives. In spring, the trees bloom with small, cream-colored flowers that emit a gentle fragrance. Only about 2 to 5% of these flowers will develop into fruit, making it essential to ensure optimal conditions during this period. During this time, regular fertilization is crucial for providing the tree with sufficient nutrients. Applying a balanced NPK fertilizer and adding potassium increases fruit set capability, while organic fertilizers improve soil quality. This combination helps the tree produce more and better quality fruit. Pruning is indispensable for removing weak or old branches and creating a balanced shape. It allows better light penetration, enhances photosynthesis, and ultimately improves yield. Adequate watering and regular inspections to control pests and diseases ensure healthy growth and prepare the olive tree for its flowering and fruiting stages. Favorable weather conditions, particularly stable temperatures and frost-free periods, increase the rate of successful fruit set. As summer progresses, the olives grow larger, accumulate oil and nutrients, and get ready to ripen in the autumn. The olive harvest generally takes place from October to December, once the fruit has reached the desired ripeness. Depending on its intended use, olives may be harvested green for consumption or allowed to ripen to black before pressing for oil. Common harvesting methods include shaking the tree or using nets to catch the falling fruit, ensuring that the olives are not bruised and retain their quality. Hand harvesting yields about 22 to 44 pounds of fruit per hour, allowing a single worker to harvest approximately 176 to 352 pounds per day. However, this method is mainly used in small orchards or for high-value crops, as it is more labor and time-intensive compared to mechanized harvesting. For larger trees, modern machinery is employed to increase efficiency. Today, a variety of advanced harvesting machinery is available, each suited to different orchard conditions. Tree shakers are modern, efficient harvesting tools commonly used in large-scale olive orchards and other fruit farms. They attach securely to the tree trunk and produce strong vibrations that cause ripe olives to fall onto pre-placed nets below. This method not only reduces labor and time, but also optimizes yield during the harvest season. According to studies and practical experience, a tree shaker can harvest from 500 to 1,000 olive trees per day, depending on the machine's condition and orchard size. They work best with sturdy, well-developed, high-yield trees, as the vibrations are most effective on strong structures and healthy branches. Tree shakers enable farmers to harvest quickly, achieving a successful fruit drop rate of up to 95% and saving up to 70% of the time compared to traditional handpicking. Branch shakers are flexible, gentle, and efficient harvesting tools designed especially for smaller trees or those with weaker branches. With a gentle operating mechanism and easy maneuverability, they are ideal for orchards with uneven terrain or widely spaced trees. Branch shakers encourage ripe olives to drop naturally onto nets placed beneath without damaging the tree or the fruit during harvesting. Branch shakers can harvest between 1,100 and 2,200 pounds of fruit per hour, depending on each model's design and capacity. They operate with gentle vibrations to ensure the safety of both the fruit and the tree throughout the harvesting process. This equipment is easy to handle and does not require advanced skills, significantly reducing time, costs, and labor. Thanks to their flexible and efficient design, branch shakers not only optimize harvest results in smaller or uneven orchards, but also reduce damage to trees and fruit, protecting yields during peak seasons. They are a smart and economical solution for medium and small-scale farms or for olive-growing areas with challenging terrain. Branch shakers are increasingly becoming an essential tool in modern olive harvesting and production. After harvesting, the fruit must be processed immediately to prevent spoilage. For this reason, olives are promptly transported to facilities or factories for processing and production. The olive oil extraction line is a modern process designed to obtain the highest quality oil from olives. First, freshly harvested olives are passed through a leaf and debris removal system and then washed with a fine mist spray to eliminate dirt and impurities. The oil is then quality checked and stored in airtight stainless steel tanks at cool temperatures to preserve its quality before bottling. This modern olive oil extraction process not only ensures high efficiency, but also maintains the characteristic flavor and nutritional content, especially antioxidants and unsaturated fatty acids. Next, they are transferred to a mill, which uses either stone or stainless steel rollers to crush the olives into a paste composed of oil, water, and pulp. This paste undergoes a kneading process, malaxation, at a controlled temperature below 80 degrees Fahrenheit to ensure cold pressing. During this stage, tiny oil droplets combine to form larger ones, making them easier to separate in the following steps. After kneading, the mixture is placed into a centrifuge to separate the oil from the water and pulp. The high-speed rotation divides the components according to their density. The crude oil obtained is then filtered to remove all remaining solids, resulting in extra virgin olive oil with natural flavor and high nutritional value. The ready-to-eat olive processing line is a delicate procedure designed to ensure flavor and quality before the olives reach consumers. Olives are sorted and washed, graded by size and cleared of dirt, leaves, or impurities. They are then soaked in a sodium hydroxide lye solution to remove their natural bitterness. The soaking time depends on the olive type, with green olives requiring a longer treatment to achieve the desired taste. After the lye treatment, the olives are thoroughly rinsed multiple times to remove any chemical residue. This step is followed by natural fermentation in brine for several weeks to several months, enhancing their distinctive flavor and prolonging shelf life. Once fermentation is complete, the olives are ready for packaging. Before packing, they can be stuffed with ingredients like chili peppers, almonds, or cheese. The olives are then placed into jars or cans topped with brine or oil for preservation and heat sterilized to ensure food safety. Finally, the product undergoes quality checks and labeling before being shipped out. This processing method not only preserves the traditional flavor, but also meets strict hygiene and quality standards, providing consumers with delicious, nutritious, ready-to-eat olives. Olives are a nutrient-rich food containing abundant monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid. This fatty acid can help lower bad LDL cholesterol and raise good HDL cholesterol, supporting heart health and reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Olives also contain small amounts of essential vitamins and minerals. Vitamin K is vital for blood clotting and maintaining bone health, while vitamin A supports vision and skin health. The calcium and potassium found in olives help strengthen bones and support muscle function, both of which are especially important for long-term well-being. Additionally, the iron in olives aids in red blood cell production and oxygen delivery throughout the body, helping to prevent anemia. Embarking on the journey to discover these flavorful and nutritious olives will bring delightful surprises. From the tender green sprouts to the glossy black olives ripening under the Mediterranean sun, Each fruit is a testament to meticulous care and a deep love for the land cultivated by dedicated farmers. Stay with us as we continue exploring more remarkable stories about the journeys of many other wonderful natural agricultural products.